Hey, what's going on with your Xbox? It's your man Cantoon, and I'm back. Took a little brief hiatus. Shout out to Town the Monk, Becca the Monk, Green Beret 815, the whole XNN team for stepping in and filling in for me while I was out due to technical difficulties. So we're going to try and keep it short, sweet, and concise today because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of gaming to get to and you have other things you want to do, but more importantly, I just wanted to acknowledge those of you and the rest of my friends for sticking with me while I was down and out. So please don't think that I was just blowing you off or had no interest in your videos or anything else of that nature. It's just the simple fact I was experiencing some technical difficulties, and I'm back on the horse trying to win this race with that back. So again, man, shout out to my colleagues here at XNN. We're going to jump right into tech news, and then we'll round that out with creators that have caught XNN's eyes. And starting out, Twitch has made an announcement. They refuse to, or they're going to take a stance against a new game to be released called Hatred. They said that they're going to basically stop allowing streaming of adult-only games, predominantly because of adult behavior or anticipated behaviors. They've even drawing a comparison to GTA and Call of Duty. They made reference in that article at Epic Gamers, where they were saying that at least in Call of Duty and at least in Grand Theft Auto, you have bad guys and you have your typical story. Well, they're saying basically with this game Hatred, it's like totally abstract. It's basically where your primary goal is to go around and killing any and everybody. I guess that would be innocent people per se. And they went further to say, hey, listen, we don't plan on changing this. Deal with it. If you don't like the guidelines, as we are constantly monitoring the lobbies and enforcing our ROS, which is the ROC, which is the rules of conduct, and then at the same time they are really scrutinized in terms of who is really violating their terms of services. And their attitude and their stance is, if you don't like it, don't use us, point blank. I don't know if that's really the route to go, but this is where they're, and they're pretty adamant on that. So be on the lookout, especially for you guys that are really, really, really big into streaming. I'd be conscientious and be wary of that. Moving right along, I'm happy to announce for my ladies that FIFA has announced that come FIFA 16, they will have the introduction of women teams. So looks like things are sprucing up, and I can't say that I wouldn't be happy enough. I mean, I've looked at a lot of clips, first-person shooters, and some of you ladies, man, have been putting it in, and some of you, I just hope that you're on my team if I ever get to the lobby. But that's how skilled you guys are, so congratulations to that. And last but not least for tech news, before we move ahead, seems like iRoast and Narcotics chief concern and complaints about their newly purchased control has been heard loud and clear. As you recall, iRoast and Narcotics have gotten some very cool controllers. I'm very envious. But they did point out that on these controllers, there was no ports for headphones or jacks or anything else. Well, at the E3 conference that's coming up for you big-time gamers, and I think Gravity BMX will be covering some more of that, so stay on the lookout for some more information. They're excited to announce or to introduce a brand new Xbox One controller that will have an already compatible, or will be compatible with a 3.5 millimeter headphone setup. So looks like your chief concerns or the things that you pointed out, obviously somebody has been watching at Big Brother Xbox. So shout out to you guys for bringing that to the light, and I'm pretty sure there's others, but more importantly, I know you guys have made mention to it, so we appreciate that. And this is also food for thought. If you guys come across anything like that, make sure that you bring that out to attention, because you never know, especially if this is a business, they're looking to protect their investment. So anything that they can tweak, I'm pretty sure they'll push the envelope into it. It just can't be pushed across the table anymore. So with that being said, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, I'm back, and welcome back to XNN. And you, of course, you're still in tune with your man Cantoon. And at this point, what we would like to do is to acknowledge uploaders that have caught XNN's eye. So we encourage you guys to continue to send us those clips. And I do remind you guys, please make sure that if it's something that you would like to be showcased on XNN, please, in your clips that you send us in messages, at least to me at least, just put XNN so that way I can know automatically pretty much to how to address and approach that situation. We're moving along, again, trying to be within time restraints. The uploaders that have caught our eyes this week, starting off, would be Henrock. And for those of you all that have actually brought up your concerns in terms of you would like to see it after, stay tuned after this segment. I will be actually having this names going across the screen for you guys. So if you guys want to jot those down and go check out their vids, give them a bit of support, it's much appreciated. So getting back to it, it's Henrock, and he has a video featuring the tunes of Mr. Yo Gotti. Outstanding footage, good editing, and for those of you all that don't know him, man, this is a guy that you might want to get to know. I have not been disappointed. I don't think anybody has been disappointed in terms of the clips that I've witnessed by him. So please, mad love, shout out to Henrock. Please, if you got some time, please stop by his page and show some support. Moving along, I have Prodigy XBSM with Guard Me. This is a 2K15 sports clip and featuring Fetty Wap. And I tell you what, I have to watch him. The guy's got some skills. I was really impressed with a lot of the crossovers. He had a little guy, a lot of the guys looking like Usher out there. I mean, just the way he was just crossing cats over and leaving them about their shoes. But the jumper was pretty flame, man. So make sure you send me an email, Ingest, and see if we can get you a Hardy's endorsement deal or something, brother. Because we're not on the level of Nike yet. But shout out to you, man. Keep up the good work, man, and enjoyed your clip. Moving right along, I have a combo pack for you. I have a husband and wife tandem for you, and this would be Taff the Lamb and Shadow Kiss. Taff the Lamb with his Battlefield Hardline montage submission, and then we have Shadow Kissed with Dropping Them in Numbers, which has some footage of Battlefield Hardline. And this goes back in it actually moving along in terms of Shadow Kiss. This actually supports what I said in terms of the female gamers. And I watched that clip, and I tell you what, it wasn't anything short of action in there. I think that she probably ran out of space before she ran out of action. But more importantly, shout out to those guys, man. If you get a moment, stop by their page, check out their clips. You will not be disappointed. And moving along, feature creator, former feature creator, however you want to address it, but just an all-around cool guy. I Snipe You Cry with his Osiris montage. And I'll tell you what, I felt blessed that he actually took the opportunity to share it with us. But I don't want to be selfish. We here at XNN don't want to be selfish, so we encourage you, please, if you got some time, check out I Snipe You Cry's video called Osiris montage. It is very, very, very epic. And last but not least, we have a new creator who I've been impressed with a few of his clips. That would be BX Savage. Shout out to BX Savage. We are really, really, really enjoying your submissions, and we encourage you to continue to do what you're doing. You catch on very fast, man, but at the same time, your direction is clear, and we really appreciate it. So keep up the good work. As for everybody else that was mentioned, this is no index card speech or anything else. This is coming straight from XNN's heart, specifically, and more importantly, I want you all to know that your videos were watched, and can't say enough. We're waiting for more, and we're waiting for more from the rest of the community too as well, because I know it's some other gamers with outstanding skills as well. While I was away, I was made aware that my hometown buddy, Mr. SOA Relentless, is making his way to the XNN team. So welcome aboard, brother. I'm looking and kind of eager to see what you have for us. I heard you have some excellent ideas, and I can't say that I would dispute that. So on that note, man, welcome. Dig in. There's plenty of work, and we'll see you when it's showtime for you, bro. All right. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with the wrap up for my acknowledgments. And again, this is Cantu at XNN News. Hey guys, we're back, and at this point in this juncture, just like to tell you guys thank you for taking this time to stay focused with me through this video. Got so many things, but I was just trying to narrow it down, so I do apologize for the roughness of it. But this is at this point I would like to acknowledge two up-and-coming creators or uploaders. Guys, if you get a chance, you know, as always, you know our motto here, support, support, support. But shout out to Jar O Whiskey and Mr. Swerve 2. And again, shortly after this, everybody that I named in terms of for X and N segment will be going across your screen so you guys can have the correct or proper spelling to go check them out. So until then, stay gaming. I'll talk to you later.